अच्छयोरावृणीमहे गात्रीयज्ञाय गात्रीयज्ञपतये दैवी स्वस्तिरस्तु नः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जिगातु भेषजं शं नो अस्तु द्विपदेः शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सुप्रभातम्। There is a group of shlokas which are called subhashitas. Subhashita. Bhashita is spoken. Su is good. The words which are good, all of them are called subhashitas. Might be in the form of shlokas, might be in the form of sutras, or in the form of sentences, or just words, or sometimes those are called mantras. All these can be called as subhashitas because it is su. Su is considered to be good. So subhashita. And one of the subhashitas is Duratah Parvato Ramyaha Bandhu Ramyaha Parasparam Yuddhasya cha Katharamya Trini Ramyani Duratah. From a distance, from far away, these three things will be seen very nicely, or it looks like very nice, very good. Which are those three things? Duratah Parvatah. If you see mountain from far away, it looks very nice. Oh, full of greeneries, full of trees, full of plants, full of flowers. Everything is fine because it's far away. Duratah Parvatah Ramyaha. Then Bandhu Ramyaha. Bandhu is the relative. To see from outside, from far away, the relatives are very nice. They cook each other, they talk each other well, they help each other well. So it looks very nice. They are good, they are well, they are helping each other. So, but if you go inside and see, every relation, in fact, it looks very nice. Between father and children, between mother and children, between husband and wife, between Guru and Shishya, any relation, it looks very nice from far away. Duratah Parvatah Ramyaha, Bandhu Ramyaha, Parasparam. Each other they are well. Yuddhasya cha Katharamya. Katha, the story of war, of the battlefield, seems to be very nice. Oh, Rama drew the arrows very nicely, Ravana killed, and many monkeys. And in Mahabharata, yes, the Mahabharata war is fantastic. We tend to listen to any story which is related to Yuddha, the great war. It looks very nice. But each one of these, if we go near, if we approach it very nearly, then we will understand what is the situation. From the first example, Duratah Parvatah Ramyaha. So nice, it looks nice, Parvatah. If you go near, full of trees, you cannot step into the hill, full of stones, full of slippery stones, and if it is the rainy season, more slippery. And how many thorns you find, we don't know, we cannot step. And in those days, earlier days, they used to make the road, make the path, and they used to move. So this is the situation in every parvata, every hill. But from far away, it looks very nice. Then Bandhu Ramyaha, as I said, the relation between anyone, from me and the society, from me and other individual. It looks very nice. They help each other. But if we go in, if we approach very near, how many quarrels are going on? These are cold wars. We cannot identify from far away. And the relatives, cousins, and very near relatives, we know, everyone knows what kind of relation we have with others. And Yuddha Sacha Katharanya, to listen, the battlefield is very nice. But what kind of tragedy happens in battlefield? So that is the situation. And we need to add one more to this shloka. Trini Ramyani Durataha. But fourth one is, every person, if we look from far, if we look from outside, he is fine. But when we go near, very near to that person, how do we treat that person? How do we look at the person? Okay, for example, if you take any institution, it's going on well. It has a very, very big profit, and there are many people working in that. It is the situation from outside. If we go to the near, to the core of that institution, where do we find any institution which does not have any lacunas, any faults, any flaws? Yes, every individual, every institution, everything has the faults and flaws. But the difference between the people is how do we treat, though we find the mistakes in the people. So I came to Prashant Kutiram. This is an institution. Is Prashant Kutiram well? Is it very fine? Very good? Because it is world-class university. This is considered to be the best yoga institution. But is that the same situation in the campus? Many times we find flaws. The people here, sometimes they help, sometimes they do not help. And sometimes people look after participants, students, and all other sevavatis well, but sometimes not. And the rooms and the prayer hall and all other things, sometimes clean, sometimes not clean. So, where is the point of saying it is perfect? In this world, there is nothing but perfect. Everything goes on refining, reforming. So, this is the point where we have to look back ourselves. How do we treat when I find mistakes in someone else, in some institution? How do I look at it? So first and foremost point we need to make out is nothing is perfect in the world. So everything is perfect in its own level, but it has to be refined. We can call perfect in this world not other than Brahma or Atma, because it never changes. That which changes all the time, it cannot be called as perfect. So, it goes on changing itself. The point here, so which are the points, good, and which are the bad. So I have to look the positive side of it. Otherwise, these are the two kinds of people. One goes on seeing the negative part. So that group says, no, here this is the problem, that is the problem, and this is the mistake. They do not treat well. So this is one party. There is another party. Though they are not doing well, but they are helping, however. The person is having many good qualities, many bad qualities. So what kind of quality I should find, whether it is positive or negative. So here lies the spirituality. spirituality as we think it is nothing extraordinary. We have to analyze the words also. The spirit and spirituality. The science which is related with spirit is called spirituality. So what is spirit? In English, spirit means something else. But when we look the same word spirituality from Indian view, it is like Atma or Brahma or self, anything we can call. And spirituality is the science of self. So what is self here? Not something else, not the institution, not the some other than me. So spirituality is to find out myself. Spirituality is to look in to the self. Spirituality is to analyze oneself. So this is what all the scriptures, Bharatiya scriptures, Indian scriptures say. What is spirituality? Look in. Don't look out. But the world is created by Brahmaji, keeping all the senses outside. That's the shloka. Paranchi khani vedrinat swayam bhogo tasmat param pashyati na antaratman. Kaschid dhiraha pratyagatmana mekshata avartya chakshuhu amritatvam ichhan. So what does that shloka say? Paranchi khani. Khani are indriyas. Para anchi. Para is outside. Anchi, move. The indriyas are kept into the body, or indriyas are adjusted in this body, looking all the time outward. Paranchi khani vedranat. He created the human like this. Any creature in this world is tend to look outside because it is created like that. It is structured like that by Brahma. Paranchikhani vidranat swayam bhogo tasmat param pashyatana antaratman. So this is what the reason to look everyone outside, no one in. And this next step is kaschid dhiraha pratyagatmana ekshata. Para is outside, para, and pratyak is inside. So kaschid dhira, someone, the person who has courage, who is wise. What is the first step he did? He closed. Kaschid dhira pratyagatmana mekshata avarta chakshu amritatvam ichhati. Desiring or wishing or willing to achieve the state of amritatva, immortality, first practice he did, closed his eyes. So what is here? The closing eyes is to ignore the negativity in anyone else, even in me. Sometimes we say, oh, someone else is fine, I am not okay. So there are rules. I am okay, you are okay. I am okay, you are not okay. And you are okay, I am not okay. Then you are not okay, I am not okay. So in this, the looking in is to be stating I am okay and you are okay. So this is the positive side. All the scriptures give this kind of knowledge, this kind of wisdom to look in. Paranchikhani vidranat swayam bhogo tasmat param pashyatana antaratman. Kaschid dhiraha pratyagatmana mekshata avartya chakshuhu amritatvam ichhati. Desiring immortality, desiring moksha, one has to practice closing the eyes. Here the closing the eyes is nothing but to have control on every sense organs. Right? Chakshu is one of them, and Shrotam, and Nasika, and Charma, all these sense organs to be controlled, to be looked after well. Otherwise, what is going to happen? I do not look, You are not okay. I am not okay. Someone else is not okay. But when we study the scriptures, it says, Amritatvam icham avritta chakshu. Closing the eyes is to ignore the negative side of oneself and others. So, Duratah Parvatoramyaha Bandhuramyah Parasparam, though it has many difficulties, I approach the Parvata, the hill. I want to go there. Though there are many misunderstandings between myself and other relatives, but I want to go to them. Though I find the tragic situation in every battlefield, but I want to listen. Because at the end of war, Satyameva Jayate. So that is the point we are going to bring up. And here the fourth situation is to find positive side, positive aspect in oneself and others. So these are all the Subhashitas. So let us contemplate on oneself to look positive side of oneself and in others. So let us contemplate, let us meditate, let us close our eyes. It is the nature of mind to go to the negative side. It has to be prone. It has to be educated. That education is done by yoga, Vedanta, or by any other scriptures. Education is nothing but pruning, probing, reforming. Let us think ourselves, let us list out the positive aspects of myself. Let us close this session with Shanti Mantra all together. Om